Hey, what's up, you guys? It's MCLegoboy here with 70315 Clay's Rumbo. Blah blah blah. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's MCLegoboy here with 70315 Clay's Rumble Blade. 367 pieces of a $40 Nexo Knight set. So, a little overpriced. Not much, though. I mean, by like $5. So, not gonna complain too much. And also I got double VIP points from it because in September this guy was double points, and it got me 80 points. So, not gonna really complain. Again, like, that's awesome. So, oh man, dude, is that what I think that is? That looks like a trans neon orange 4-length lightsaber rod. Excuse me, guys, but I'm about to freak out. So anyway, comes with Ash Attacker, Scurrier, Claybot, and Claybot, the sequel. And 3 Nexo powers, which means absolutely nothing to me because I don't have a smartphone or any sort of other device that uses apps. So, call me old because, well, actually, I am not old at all. I'm 22, which maybe I am old, but that's like everybody that I know has a smartphone. Except for my family. So anyway, so here you go. The thing splits up into like a little fortress, I guess. I don't know. 2 little bikes and a flying jet thing. So that's pretty cool. Comes with spring-loaded missiles because why not have a way to poke your friend's eye out? I don't know. I mean, I don't have friends anyway, so how would I know? I'm so lonely. So. And then play the free game. See, that's cool though. Like, at least it's free, you know. So I have no idea how to get that thing. I guess you go to device check or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. This thing looks like it will be good for pieces at the very least. It could also be super cool, and I'll keep it together for a while, so, yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the review and build it, and talk about this weird little thing that I'll never use for anything. For why dost thou do this to me? So, yeah. Also, stickers. That's a joke, man. We're not using stickers, alright? Like, I'm keeping these pieces clean of stickers because I don't really feel like there's any purpose in me using these, so yeah. I do like the callback though to the old Falcon symbol thing that you can find on old castle shields, so yeah. Oh yeah, and 3 bags, cool. Oh. Yeah, man, that's where it's at. So it's not like 3 or 4 days later or something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright, so point is, it's been a while. I mainly did that because I wanted to, like, actually absorb the set a bit, like, fully get everything that's in it before actually reviewing it, because I've noticed that, like, I'll review it right after I finish building it. Like, I know what the play features are, but I don't know, like, how good they really are, you know? Well, over those past, like, 3 days, I didn't touch this at all, so mission success. So anyway, we'll go over minifigures, and we'll go over them based off of the order that they are in on the box. So here we are with the Ash Attacker, and this dude he's pretty weird looking. He's got 2 prints for a face, so that is kind of cool. If it weren't for the fact that this helmet covered up every detail that was different. Like, you can show just a little bit of teeth. Just a little bit of teeth, maybe. But no angry eyebrows, like, nothing. It's quite literally nothing. It's got a bunch of printing on him, so that's cool, I guess. He's got this long, spiky shoulder armor stuff. So, haven't had that piece before. He's got a chainsaw sword. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, and, orange horns. So, that's pretty cool. Haven't had, orange Viking horns, because that's what these things were introduced in, you guys. 10 years ago. Vikings. Actually, I think it was more like 2005. Vikings, you guys. It was a cool theme. I only ever got one set, but it was a cool theme. So, and then we've got this Scurrier dude. Pretty weird, I gotta say. What is up with this guy? So, yeah, not really much to deal with here. And you can't put hair or a helmet on him unless you've got these spikes taken out. Maybe. There we go. So, yeah. So anyway, let's get on to Clay. So this is what he looks like. He's pretty cool. With this different type of armor and everything. Like, I like this helmet. This helmet's cool. That's a nice helmet. That's a nice helmet. That's a real nice helmet. So, and he also has double-sided face. So, yeah, there you go. You can yell really loud. And yeah, there you go. So, you got this really nice armor. This big armor. And then this new thing for a little bit of a mouth guard sort of thing. I don't know. So yeah, you got that. Then he also comes with a shield, which is slightly different to this one. So yeah. Comes with the same number of areas for attachments to things. So a few peg holes there, peg hole there, as well as a stud, peg holes and stud, bar. Lots of good places to attach things on here. And then you've got this ridiculous sword. Look at the size of this sword. This is unwieldy. Like, I don't get it at all. It looks super bulky, so. But it is kind of a cool piece, so. You know, you never know what it could end up being used for. So, yeah. We'll save that for later. And then we get 2 of these clay bots. Because, you know, that's not... they're Clay's bots. Alright, cool. So, every piece in here is, like, specialized. Not really, but a bunch of these pieces are. Haven't seen this in forever. We get 2 different types of robot faces, so that's weird. Do I need to be closer to the camera? Do I really have to cover all of that for the thing to love me, the camera? So yeah, this mega piece, This mega piece is like kind of rubber, kind of weird. These are special pieces. Everything on here is a special piece. So, yeah. Comes with a sword, and this is a nice print that is all blurry, so what gives? And you get another one for good measure, so that's nice. And so now, oh wait, and you also get two other things. We got a flaming sword, and we've got goop, as well as, I'm guessing that this is not lightning, it's actually like a ricochet thing, so like if somebody hits the shield, it will bounce off and hit them. So, that is a blind guess, but, yes, I don't know. Doesn't seem too unreasonable of a guess to me, that is, so, yeah. So, anyway, you get a whole bunch of extra parts. You get a sword, you get this thing, you get this awesome control panel that's on, you get 4 of these that you use in the set, and then you've got this one extra. Oh really? Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. There you go. It's a really, really cool piece. I like it a lot. I have a feeling it will be very handy. 3 mini metallic pyramids right there. So, yeah. One of these things. And a cone. Not quite sure why. Either I missed something in the instructions, or I got an extra cone. I don't know if that's standard yet, so. Anyway, get all of these extra pieces out of here. Let's get these 2 weirdos out of here, because, like, honestly, what? And we'll just kind of clear the scene of all this mess. Of all the stickers, there is one sticker that is kind of important. I still left it off because I'm not going to put it on a 2x4 dark blue tile, but this is a control panel, and that is kind of important for one of the features, so. But other than that, here we go. Sorry for the unsmooth transition. I wanted to change out the battery before we really got into this, so. Anyway, so here you go. You got this thing. Not all the wheels are turning. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, man. Like, this thing is actually really cool. It's one of the more recognizable things. When you look at some of the Nexonite stuff, it's like, what is that really supposed to be? This is most definitely supposed to be a car. Or like a jet-powered car or something, like, you know, like, it's pretty cool. So, yeah. I don't know. So, we'll fit clay up into the chassis. We've got a Star Wars print. Look, you guys see, this time, Star Wars for real, and, like, not because I want to talk about it. Like, this time, that's a legitimate thing from Star Wars, and I know for a fact. It's alright, so, yeah. When you're placing clay down in there, it's actually kind of hard. I know I just made it super easy, and I'm amazed myself that I got him to go in there so easily, but it's almost like a mock. Like, there's not a lot of room, and I know that's kind of an oxymoron to say, because this is technically a mock. Like, that's all a set is a Lego employee's mock. It may have been commissioned. It may have been commercialized, but it's still a mock. Like, you can't deny that that is somebody's creation, and all we did was buy it. Like, but, you know, that's just kind of interesting thoughts to share with you guys, you know? So, anyway, these things are awesome. Like, it's kind of an improved version of this, because there's like 6 holes in there, like all inside, and this only has 1. Oh, there's 7 actually, 7. And this only has the 1. It's even all around. This one is not. And then, like, all you gotta do is just, like, kind of cover up the sides, and you're good to go. And then these back wheels are exactly the same as this, so nothing too fancy about those, but they come in gunmetal or pearl dark gray, whatever, man. I am not going to be too fussy about names, just, you know, because technically this is pearl light gray, pearl light gray, pearl light gray, pearl light gray, like all over there, and then pearl dark gray. But, you know, there we go. Now we got all that out of the way. This is like metallic silver. Maybe it's pearl light gray. Doesn't matter. So, anyway, so we move on to the back. We got this back here. We got that, and you press it, and these guys shoot out. Like, this is great, and it's just like a little mini bike, but it's awesome. Like I had said before, we had those 2 tiles there. Because everything is doubled because of these guys, you got 4 of those things, and they look like they are super usable pieces. Oh, by the way, I figured out why these guys are composed with a rubber piece. The rubber piece is so that you can put the hand down at the side, because before it would then be stressing the part, so that's why it's made out of rubber. So, yeah, these guys, they use some weird rubber parts. But there are a lot of good pieces in here. Mainly plates, but there are these weird little bracket things. You get those in dark blue. That's a great color to have a piece like that in. So, and actually, the bulk of this is made of blue and dark blue. Actually, it's pretty cool. So the other thing that this does is this separates, just like that. Now, these are click hinges, and these are regular, just pivoting hinges, like you throw on a lightsaber bar in there, or, you know, the 4-length rod, whatever it is, you can clip that in there and it'll pivot up and down. With this, when you pivot it in there, it will always fall, so that is because with these guys, there is a slight little area. If this camera would focus on it, there you go. So you can kind of see in there that there is a round little section. They're the same width as those lightsaber bars, but because there's not much of it, these clips can't grab onto much, so that's why it's like that. But anyway, and it's a jet. It is a massive jet, and it looks like a sword. So we've got chainsaw sword and techno sword, and now we have jet sword. It's like it's a magic sword. We are not talking about that. So now we've got this, which is kind of left on its own, unless you turn these things around, and I can only imagine that it's kind of like those crossbow things, like those giant crossbow things that they used in Lord of the Rings that are probably based off of something from medieval war stuff. But we got these things, and you know what these do. They're the spring-launched missiles, so yeah. And this is where this control panel sticker would have gone, but you know, I'm not gonna ruin such a nice 2x4 tile. By the way, we're getting 2x3 tiles pretty soon in the future. Like, that is awesome. You never know when you're gonna need something like that, and now it will become a reality. So, pretty cool. So now it's really more about, let's just talk about pieces that are interesting in general. These wings in dark blue, not really new. The clip style is a little different. I do want to say that these clips, this is my least favorite piece ever. It's a beautiful piece, but the clips have broken on every single Jedi Interceptor that I own. It doesn't matter what year it's from. It doesn't matter what color it is. It doesn't matter the clip style. They have all broken, and I now know why. It's because when you're trying to push on a piece in there, the bar actually flexes, and it's trying to find the easiest way to break free, and it, like, yeah, it's just not good. But speaking of other interesting pieces, trans neon orange lightsaber bars, man. Where have they been all my life? Mainly confined to a single mini pod racer set. So, but enough Star Wars. We already talked enough about that with Ultimate Latveria. It's a thinner wheel than the other style. There's usually a fatter one that's like, I don't know, probably about that long, that wide. So this is a 2 stud wide version. The other one's like 4 studs wide or something like that. So this piece is new. It's a cool piece. Not much else to say. These things, they spin around in here. I'm not fully sure why we couldn't have just attached it with an axle going through, because all the part that needs to really spin is the wheel. I don't understand why this also needs to turn. It is a cool looking thing though, and I do like that we get these types of handlebars now in bulk. So that's cool. Other pieces to make note of: this shield piece, and they want you to put a sticker on it, and I'm like, no way, man. It's got some mixel joints going on, so that's cool. And I don't know, not really much else. There is one of those cool double hinge pieces that it's 2 studs with the 2 bar attachments on it. I'm trying to throw up a picture from Bricklink. So, oh yeah, and that's something to take note of. We've got these wedge pieces in there when you've got the clip trying to hook in. This is also a wedge piece. That dark blue thing is also a wedge piece, so you fit that in and it will push it up out of there. So, pretty neat. And you got some of these inverted slope things. This in trans neon orange. That is going to be useful someday at some point, maybe. I don't know. So, dark blue wings. I mean, the colors that they give you are really nice, and I'm glad I picked this set up because of the double VIP promotion that is currently going on in September of 2016. So, with all of that out of the way, given the price per piece, I have a feeling the price for piece stuff is happening mainly because we're still trying to get some of these new molds in. I mean, the shield's new, the armor is new, like a whole bunch of new pieces on this guy. There's new pieces all over the place in this set, and then they're trying to do that for the entire theme, so that requires a bunch of molds to be made, especially when a bunch of these pieces are coming in different colors. Like, all of these shields are in different colors. I don't know, we got like 2 green ones, we got a trans neon orange one, a yellow one, a trans red one in another set. So yeah, like they're gonna need a few different mold machines to get all the colors needed for a set. So yeah. Oh yeah, other pieces of note: you get 8 of these trans neon orange Technic 3 length discs. There are a lot of good pieces, basically. to sum things up, there are good pieces in here, and also just like some usable pieces that aren't really new. I mean, like, not really a bunch of these pieces are new, but they come in good colors, like blue and dark blue. Those are solid colors, and the bulk of this thing is made up of blue and dark blue. So, I do like it. Yeah, it's like 367 pieces. It was $40. That's not terrible when you take into consideration all the printing that's been going on just minifigures in general. Like, so much detail is being packed into these guys now. And then also just all the different molds for things. So, yeah, this has been Clay's Rumble Blade, and I think that just about sums it up. See you guys. So our main characters in Nexo Knights seem to have names that correspond with their weapons. So Aaron, he shoots arrows. So he's also the green guy. Coincidence? So anyway, you got Axel, carries a giant axe. You got Lance, you know, he's got a lance. You got Macy, who's clearly holding a mace. And then you got Clay. I guess Blade was already taken. What's that? A DC and a Marvel reference in the same video?
Nerd. You are a nerd.